Hello everybody, I am back and ready to brew another beer. It's been a long time coming, but I finally have a weekend free and it's time to make a beer. Well, actually we're going to be making 3 batches. I'm going to be having 2 special guests coming tomorrow. I have a guy who I've only met online so far. His name is Justin Dean. He's a local guy here and a very, very good brewer. And then my good friend Dan, who you have seen before in a previous video. We brewed a batch together at his garage. He is a wonderful brewer and he brews a lot of German and Belgian style beers. So 2 very, very good brewers coming over tomorrow to hang out and do a batch with me. So again, I am very happy to be back. Very, very sorry I haven't done any brewing videos for a while. I think I've explained in a couple of the previous videos that I have released that the entire summer and all or most of the fall has completely gotten, all of the fall has completely gotten away from me. I had tons of work, family events, fishing, hunting, all sorts of stuff going on, and it seemed like every single weekend was filled with something. So I've been planning this weekend out for a while. I actually reached out to Justin 3 months ago, I think it was, to see if he wanted to do a collaboration, and he was all for it. The day is here. It's Friday night right now, and I've cleaned up the basement. It took me about 3 or 4 days to clean up the basement. Things were stacked everywhere, so I had to go through and just organize everything and figure out where everything went, because it was just a complete disaster down here. When you don't brew, things just kind of stack up. I've got the pots cleaned, I've got the carboys cleaned and sanitized. Everything is fresh and ready to go. So I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to be starting bright and early. Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. 6:30 in the morning. Let's get this day started. Let's talk about the recipe for today. So we will be using 8.5 pounds of pale ale malt, 6 ounces of honey malt, and 6 ounces of Simpson's medium crystal. The mash in temperature is 152. You're going to let that go for 60 minutes and then raise it to 170 for 5 minutes. Then collect your wort, get into the boil kettle. All right, so depending on what formulation you want to use for hops, if you're going with the classic, it's T-minus 60, you're going to do 0.75 ounces of Chinook. T-minus 15, you're going to do 1 ounce of Cascade and 1 ounce at Flame Out. If you're doing the New Wave formulation, it's T-minus 60, 0.5 ounces of Azacca, and then T-minus 5, 1 ounce of Azacca and 1 ounce of Eldorado. If you're doing the tropical formulation, it's T-minus 60, 0.5 ounces of Magnum, and T-minus 5, 2.5 ounces of Cashmere. Then you will ferment this at 66 to 68 degrees until it's done. Put it into a secondary if you choose to do so for 1 to 2 weeks, and then you'll be dry hopping. So for the classic formulation, you're going to dry hop a 1/2 ounce of Cascade for 3 to 7 days. I normally do 3, maybe 4 at the most. I like to, I don't like to leave my dry hops in for very long because I think it gets a little grassy if you leave it in there for too long.
The New Wave formulation, you're going to dry hop ½ ounce of Azaka for 3 to 7 days. And then the tropical formulation, you're going to dry hop ½ ounce of cashmere for 3 to 7 days, and then add 2 to 4 ounces, I guess, to your taste, of a chosen fruit extract at packaging. Now I have chosen the mango extract, so that's what we're going to use for that. And then once it's all set, pour it into a glass and get it into the tummy.
This is Justin Dean. He's from Menominee Falls, and he has joined me today for a brew day. So we've already brewed one batch of beer, and it is in the carboy cooling. So we're going to do the second batch, which is the New Wave formulation that we're going to do. He's going to take that home with him. He gets to dry hop it and take care of it, and he gets to hug it and give it kisses and call it George. So, so anyhow, we're going to get to mashing in right away because the water is ready to go, and we're just going to keep this ball rolling. So, Justin, you got anything to say?
Nope.
All right, there we go. Let's get to it. All right, everybody, it's hot scotchy time. Is this your first hot scotchy?
Yep.
Oh, he's going to be hooked. All right, cheers, sir. Oh, took it down the wrong pipe.
He's good.
Oh, yeah, that's another good hot scotchy. So as you all know, I've had a hot scotchy on every single brew I've done. So this is brew number 169. So 169 hot scotchies, all due to Brewing TV and Chop and Brew. That's where I got the idea from, and I've been doing it ever since. You like it?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's very tasty. I need to bottle this. All right, everybody, we've got second batch is done, and Justin here is taking this batch home. So that means that eventually I'll end up at his house on another brew day, because I got to get my carboy back, and what's even more important is that I get this airlock back, because this airlock is definitely worth a lot more than this carboy. So I need my airlock back, so Justin has no choice but to let me come over to his house and check out his brew equipment, which I have heard and seen on Facebook that he's got some seriously cool toys. So we will get back over to his house sometime soon, but anything you want to say for the audience there, Justin?
Nope.
All right.
Time.
Well, that's a wrap for today. Eventually, we will get back together to do some tasting notes, because I am going to brew the third beer within the next couple of days. Yeah, I've said that before, but guaranteed this time I'm going to get this beer done within the next week. So we will have 3 beers in which we will do some tasting notes on together. So that will probably be at Justin's house. We'll get over to his and do a little tour.
Sit at the bar.
Yeah, do a little tour of his brewery and check things out over there. And then we'll do the tasting notes and we'll see how everything turned out. So hopefully we got 3 really good beers. If not, then maybe 2. If not, then maybe 1. But we're going to get 1 out of 3 at least. So that's it, everybody. We'll see you at the tasting notes session. Well, everybody's gone home and the brew day has ended. But before I end this video, I wanted to share with you guys a couple of beers that Justin brought over. The first one is a Belgian triple, and the second one is a blueberry sour. Very tasty. This Belgian is pretty much everything that you would think or want from a Belgian. There's some clove. There's a little bit of banana, but not too much. It's malty. Not very hoppy, of course, and a little bit of sweetness on the back. It's well balanced. I'm very, very happy with this, and you should be very happy with this also, Justin. It's a very, very good beer. I'd take a whole case of this if I could get my hands on it. So, very tasty. It's very good. All right, the second one, as I said, was a blueberry sour. Check out this color. Very, very nice. And let me show you the can that it came in. He's got his own label, Kendall Brewing Company. I think that's pretty cool. Very professional. Very nice. I like it a lot. Especially the little dog on the top there. So, the blueberry sour I have not had yet. So this is my first taste of this. Oh, that is smooth. I could have a few of those. Now, some sours, you know, they get a little puckery, a little bitter, and they're kind of rich in some cases, you know, and you might have one, maybe two, but you know, then you're done. I think I could drink a few of these. These are very refreshing. It's not over the top sour. It's not hit you in your face sour or anything like that. And the blueberry is coming through. I love the color. It's super clear. Smells great. You can get a little blueberry right on the nose. I'm not tasting as much blueberry, but that usually is the case because the sourness kind of covers that up a little bit. But I am getting a little blueberry, and I think it's fine. I think it's just enough. I don't need to have a blueberry bomb here. It's a sour beer, so. Well, boy, that is refreshing. I could drink a bunch of these, that's for sure. Thank you very much, Justin, for coming over. It was a blast. Had a great time brewing with you. Looking forward to another brew day, hopefully coming up soon. Maybe when we do the tasting notes on the 3 different beers that we brewed 2 together, and I'll be brewing a 3rd one coming up, and then we will do a tasting notes on the 3 different formulations of the American Pale Ale that we brewed. So, looking forward to that. Probably sometime in January is when we'll do that. So maybe we'll brew a beer over at his house if he's up for that, and then do the tasting notes at the end of that video. So, cheers, everybody. Thanks again, Justin. Cheers to you. 2 very good beers sitting right here. Love them. Good job, sir. And before you go, hit that thumbs up button at the bottom of the screen and leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. I will answer your comments. I'd like to hear what you're doing and what you're brewing. So, have a good night, everybody. Cheers.